Hello everyone, welcome to my kitchen. Today we are making two different butter cookies that are perfect for your evening tea time snack. And they just come with 3 ingredients. So if you want to learn how to make them, then just keep watching. Starting with the first ingredient, of course we will need butter. Here I have taken unsalted room temperature butter, which is firm enough to cut, but will eventually be soft enough to work with. This will measure up to 100 gram, which measures in cups of 1/4 cup and 3 tablespoons. Now grab a mixing bowl and drop the butter in it, to which we'll be adding the rest of the ingredients. To this we will add a 1/4 cup of caster sugar, and with the help of the spatula we will mix it gently before we start using the whisk. Once the sugar has been mixed into the butter, we will now use an electric whisk or a hand whisk. We will beat the butter and sugar on a medium speed until it is light and fluffy. Once the butter and sugar are well combined, it is time to add the flour. I have taken 150 grams of all-purpose flour, and we will be adding a little at a time. This will help ensure mixing all the flour into the butter mixture. Once we have gathered all the flour into the butter mixture, we will now bring it all together by hand until it forms into a dough. You must ensure that we do not want to use the palm of our hands, only use the fingertips. We do not want to knead the dough, as this may result in a tough cookie. So gently bring it all together in one big ball of cookie dough. Next, we will take a cling wrap, bring the dough onto it, and roll it into a log up to about 9 inches long. Make sure to smoothen out any crack there may be on the dough. Wrap it and place it in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes. We will now unwrap the dough, and using a sharp knife, we will slice the log into discs of 1/4 inch thickness. You can get up to 2 dozen cookies from this dough. This recipe is so easy to follow, you can easily double up the quantity and get up to 4 dozen cookies in one go. Slicing the dough to an equal thickness will help the cookies to bake evenly. Place them on the baking tray and bake them in the preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius for 12 to 15 minutes. But make sure to keep an eye, as mine were baked within 12 minutes. You can place them on a wire rack to cool down completely. I would like to show the difference between the 2 batches of cookies which were baked. The second tray of cookies were refrigerated until baking time, and therefore they turned out to be lighter on the edges than the first batch. You can choose to bake the way you like, although make sure to keep an eye on the cookies while baking. And there you have it, delicious shortbread butter cookies made with just 3 simple ingredients. Perfect for snacking, gifting, or anytime you need a little sweetness in your life. Going ahead with the next recipe, we will now make these just as easy and delightfully simple cookie with just 3 ingredients. So let's get started. Starting with our favorite ingredient, of course, we will take room temperature butter and give it a quick whisk. Just until it's creamy. Once done, we will now take the icing sugar or home ground powdered sugar, sieving it to make sure we remove all the lumps. And once again, whisking the mixture until just light and fluffy. This will take less than a minute. Finally, we will go ahead and add the last ingredient, which is the all-purpose flour. I've had queries if we can substitute it with the wheat flour. You can easily do that, by taking 1 cup or 132 grams of wheat flour. Start by making half a batch to see how it works, as every flour works differently. Once we are done with the mixing, we will gently knead the dough to get a soft ball consistency like I've shown here. Now, taking a small portion, enough for a small cookie, we will roll it into a smooth ball and gently press it to flatten. Taking a knife, we will make indents like I've shown here, but make sure to be gentle and only push it halfway through. And remember, we are not trying to be perfect. Any style of indentation is fine. I would love to hear your ideas on this. Go ahead and share it in the comments below. Now place the cookie on a parchment-lined baking tray, and similarly repeat the same for the rest of the dough. You can get up to 20 such cookies from this batch. Refrigerate these for about 10 minutes while you preheat the oven, and bake them until ever so light browning on the edges. Perfectly baked. And notice how beautifully the indentations have made an interesting pattern and a difference in the appearance of the simple butter cookie. Time to snap into one of them to see how they've turned out. A perfect sound of crisp cookies. Hope you get to bake them soon. Let me know if you liked it. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.